Okay, fine. So hello everyone, good morning and good evening. So let's start today's session. So last class we have finished this application development of this Angular Social. Today it's time to deploy to online. Okay, so to deploy this application, so first of all we have to do the production build and so do some a basic configuration. So just like so this deployment is just like um, which one? The BrainScard application deployment. Okay. So I just opened the BrainScard application deployment process. Same way we'll follow this one. Okay. So first of all here, system setup. You have to install the Git and Heroku. We already done that. So last project we have already done this step. So Git and Heroku we already done with this. So next thing is the very first thing is we have to convert the MongoDB to cloud. So as of now we were using, so when I show here, yeah, as of now we are using this one. I think it is in the uh, which file, env file. Okay, see, it was local. Okay, so let me keep the cloud URL. So you have to configure the cloud cluster and you have to give the URL over here. So that's the first thing. And then the remaining like build application and all will do it. Okay, so first let's start creating this MongoDB Atlas cluster creation. So let me go to MongoDB Atlas. Okay, so here if you go to MongoDB Atlas and you have to log in. Okay, so once you have login, this is a different batch. Okay, so let's create a new uh, project here. Just click on this, and there are a lot of other things are there. Just click on new project. My project name goes to be Angular Social hyphen 02 hyphen AGLR. Okay, hyphen EVNG. The batch code and project name, and then click on next. And yes, I'm the owner. Just click on create project. Okay, so once that is done, we have to build a cluster. Just click on build cluster. So we can select the free cluster. This one, create a cluster for free. So here you can select the region and cloud provider, AWS, and just select the Mumbai, the nearest location, and cluster name. I'll take let's say Angular Social. Okay, some name. Click on create cluster. What is this? Verify by scale. Anyway, okay. Yeah, this will take some time. Okay, few minutes. Meanwhile, let me check my GitHub. I mean Git version and Heroku version. I already installed, but let me check one more time. Okay, so meanwhile, by the time cluster creates, so let me go to command line Here I'll say git space hyphen hyphen version, enter. So I got the GitHub version, and I say Heroku hyphen hyphen version for Heroku. So I got Heroku version as well. So it means Git and Heroku has been successfully installed in my system. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, so once you create a cluster and all the setup, you have to connect your application with cloud database. And yeah, this is the one for connecting to cloud and configuration. This is what we are doing. Creating cluster and all we'll do. We'll connect, and then we need to build the client application, and then we do some changes at server side, like git ignore file and node modules will ignore and all the things. Okay, and we have to configure the static file index.html of Angular over here, and then this payments and all not required because we are not doing any payments over here. And next is will deploy to git. Okay, so let's see. This will take some time. um, okay, any changes required? uh, Actually, a few changes required here. What is that is so developers can be accessed the public request, public access, right? Developers is public access. You can access that anytime, but the post and dashboard is not a public access. This is like a private access. So without login, you can't able to access these things. So if I'm trying to log into this, I mean, if I'm trying to access these pages uh, without login, so it's supposed to go to the login page. That's the thing we have to make, that is like guards. So we have not made the guards, I guess. So if I go to client, I think the guard setup was not done. So if I go to app, root, interceptors is there. We configure interceptor, but guards is not there. So let's take guard setup, because the profile page, I think profile page is not there. Yeah, these two. So these two must be must have login access. Okay, so let's create a guard as well. I think I forgot this. Yeah, anyway, it's being created. Oh, it's created. Wait for it. So first create this setup guard. So go to guards, right click, open terminal. So small changes. Yeah, guard how to create ngg guard says authentication guard. Just enter. So what is the guard code? Last time we have applied for BrainScartna, same setup. If you go to client and SRC and app, uh, root guards, same authentication guard here, admin guard. There is no admin access, only authentication guard. Okay, so here this is the code, can activate. But I think while creating guard, it lost something, right? Can activate. Enter. Okay, so select the can activate option and you get the guard created. Yeah, this is the guard which is created, and here we have to implement this. If you have a token, then returns true, otherwise it will navigate to this one, right? So let's make the same setup now. Okay, let's make the same setup. So in the constructor I have to import the user service and router. So I think I can write constructor. Come on, constructor. So private uh, user service of type user service we have, and also private uh, router from Angular router. So just say router from Angular router. Okay, so these two we have to configure, and can activate function should be looks like this. Copy as it is. I'll just replace. Okay, here anything was missing, we have to check. So can activate takes few parameters. One is root and One more is state, and here let token is equal to user service dot get token. So we already made this function in user service. If you want, you can check here. See, local storage dot get item of this one. It is just check, are you have I mean, are you login or not? Okay. So if you have a token, then it says true, you can access the pages. Otherwise, you'll go to login page. But I just want to confirm one more time. Is this the login link? I think I can confirm in navbar. If you go to HTML for login, what was the link? Login is one second. Um, Login. So this is the one, users slash login. I guess correct only. Yeah, users slash login. That's fine. Okay, so this is the authentication guard, but this authentication guard I need to what? I have to configure for the links like post link and dashboard links, or both. I have to configure this. Okay, so post belongs to post module and dashboard belongs to profile module. So I need to go to the first. I go to post. In the post routing module, yeah, the post list component, right? When I click on the post, it just displays the post list, right? So this post list component to be uh, configured with I think can activate will be authentication guard. I think it's supposed to be an object, right? Huh? Something we configure, right? Or array auth guard. Okay, okay. It must be array, I guess, but double confirmation. I think I forgot this. One second. Here, how I have configured. Do you remember? Mm, in app, I think in app routing module, if you go there, so any link I configured with that. No, I think inside products module you can check. Go to SRC app products. I think it's a routing module. Yeah, I have configured. Yeah, correct. Can activate the name. So I made the same can activate for post list component authentication card. So this will just check if you have login or not. If not, it will redirect to login page. Okay. So that's one. I can also add this guy for this one. You must have to log in to access these guys, these pages. Okay. And then what else? Mm, what else you do? Okay, one more link is this one, dashboard link. So I add for all. Why simply add for all? Okay, and go to the dashboard link. Dashboard link belongs to actually which dashboard link actually belongs to what profile module. So go to profiles, routing module. So here there are a lot of things are there, dashboard, edit profile and all. So I don't want you to let hijack by entering this direct URL on the component. So let's attach everywhere authentication card. So you can't access until unless you log in any of these links. Direct access not possible. Okay, you must have to log in to see that. So you have to configure this for everyone. Okay. Any other? I think these two only, right? So developers, anyway, it's a public access. You can see the profile and all. It's a public. Only the posts and dashboard and internet things are. Yeah, any of these links also it is proper. Okay, I guess that's fine, right? Uh, so developers, yeah, it's common. Profile we made, posts we made, and root obviously, and users nothing because users content login registration that is public only. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we have configured successfully the authentication uh, guard. So first, let me log out once. One second before I log out. If I click on post, post slash list is a path, right? So I log out. Okay. So maybe the user knows the URL. So he tried to type in here slash post slash list, enter. What happens? This goes to home page. Not home page. It's supposed to go to login page. Na? Developers, okay. So slash post. What's happening? It's going to home page. Actually, mm, uh, let me log in. So I have login. Yes, I can see this. So these links. Fine. So if I say profiles slash dashboard by myself after logout, I say slash this thing, enter. Was gone to this home page. It's supposed to go to any error here. Okay, one error. Uncaught promise cannot read property length of null. Oh, you are getting an error in authentication guard itself. Okay, authguard.ts line number 16. Some problem is there. I think. Mm, where is that? Root guards, authentication guard. So I think it's line number 16. Here is the error. So user service dot get token. Okay. Uh, local storage dot get item. So if you have not login, you won't get the token. If you don't get the token, what you get back? So if you don't get the if you don't have a token, obviously you get undefined, right? So if it is undefined, then length and all you can't check, no? Okay, if it is undefined, then at least it's supposed to go to login page, right? Then if token, I can check like this. If token is available, but I have to check what was coming out there. 1 minute. I'll finalize this. Console.log of token. I guess it's supposed to get to undefined only. Okay. Uh, fine. Token. Let's see how. For example, I have this refresh. Yeah. I say slash post slash list, enter. Yeah, it's gone to login page. Now it's working perfect. No error. It's coming as null actually. Okay, okay. It's not undefined. It's coming as null. So if it is null, I mean, if there is no token, I mean, if there is a token, it says true. If not, you get this. Actually, I suppose to write in a different way. If no token, I think I suppose to write like this. If no token, just make this setup. Otherwise, this one. Anyway, that also fine. This also looks good. It's working right. Yeah, fine. So I tell you now. See, if I log in, mm, I have login, so I can able to access everything like dashboard, posts, and everything. So dashboard, this is the path, right? So for suppose I have logout, okay. So maybe the backend user knows the URL, so he just pastes the URL there manually without clicking on this. By default, actually that URL not available, that link is not available. But maybe people type this type of URL on this screen and type press enter, it will go to the login page. You must have to log in to see that. Obviously, that's perfect. Okay. Or any other links if you try. For example, in developers, no, in profile module. See here. If I say edit profile is there, okay, so people what they do, they'll type like this. So they type like this, slash profiles slash edit profile, enter. So it is going to login page. You must have to log in to see that. This looks good, right? Okay, that's fine. Now God is working. So I think this now application is complete. Yeah, so now let's configure the cluster and connect to the cluster now. Yeah, cluster has been created, right? Cluster created. Let me do the database setup and network access. So go to database access, create database user, password authentication. So I'll give password authentication Naveen Sagam. Here also same. Okay, because same, this is the name and password I have to mention in the connection URL while connecting from application. So make sure you know what is that you type. Okay, same name I have typed. Okay, and click on add user. So it's been added, right? Done. Next, we are deploying your changes. I think it will do in the backend. Network access, add IP address, access from anywhere, confirm. I think this will take few seconds. Yeah, it's done. So almost done with cloud setup. Next, go to the clusters. In clusters, you go to collections. Obviously, there is no collections data. It's completely empty. They're still deploying your changes. Oh, you have to wait for it, I think. Yeah. So there is no data. Okay. So if you wanna connect to that, go to overview and connect. So from where you have to connect. I'm connecting from my application. Connect from your application. So this is the connection URL for cloud what you have created. Copy the address. Go here somewhere. I'll paste it. Yeah. So here password is not given. That is same like my username. Paste it. And also database name is not given. Okay, password and password. Okay, but database name I'll give my own. This is a cluster URL. Database name you can choose whatever you want. I say Angular hyphen social. That's my database name. Okay, Angular social. That's fine. Copy this URL, and where you have to configure this in the server side. So if you go to server, I think not that. If you go to the env file, env, yeah, MongoDB local URL was there. Let me write MongoDB cloud URL is equal to this one. Okay, so cross check. So MongoDB, my name, password, Angular Social, Angular Social. That's fine. Okay. So once you have given this, and this is the URL you have to connect from your application. So let me just copy this one. Go to server.js. So here, yeah, see, configure MongoDB. So here it was local. Let me connect to the cloud. Okay, and let's also say MongoDB cloud. Save it. So this will connect to the cloud URL, this one. Okay, if you connect to cloud, cloud does not contain any table. So you have to do the testing from scratch. You have to do a registration from there and you have to do it. Okay, anyway, we'll test it after deploy. So once I have given, please check your server console Yeah, it's able to connect to the cloud successful. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so where we stop in the entire deployment? Yeah, this is done. Heroku account we already have, don't worry. Yeah, step one we finish. Okay, IP address we made and connected, so done. So next, step number two, perform the required changes of configuration in Angular and Express.js. Yeah, the very first thing is we have to change the API URL in the environment.ts file to empty, and then we have to build the client application. So first of all, I just stop everything. I'll just stop this and stop server, exit. Yeah. So the very first thing is client, you have to build. Before I build API URL, I have to change to empty. So in the client src environments.ts file, API URL was there. Let's make it empty, not even space. Okay, just make empty. Okay, save it. Fine. Once that is done, so build a client application. Uh, build the client application ng build and remove git to file, git ignore file from Angular. Okay, ng build first. So where I do ng build in Angular application. Where is Angular application client? Let me go to client now. Just say ng build. You know what happened with build? It will create one dist folder. In this, there is no dist folder, distribution folder. Distribution means dist folder gets created with all static files of your project. So they say ng build, enter. I think this will take some time. Okay, so build succeeded. It generated some lot of files inside. That's fine. So CLS, yeah, go to here. You can find a dist folder. In that client folder, in that all your static files along with index.html. This is your main startup file of Angular. Okay, so fine. Next step will be remove git file, git ignore file from Angular. So the thing is, select the client folder. You go inside of Explorer. Inside the Explorer, come on, yeah, here in the client folder. If you enable the hidden files, you can find .git. Okay, so client is also one application. Okay, that's why it's created its own Git. I don't need any GitHub repository for client specifically. Completely, I'll manage from server application Express.js. So better you delete this Git. If you can't see this, enable your hidden files. You can see this Git, delete, and then there is one Git ignore one file is there, delete. Okay, that step is done. Next, you have to create. Okay, this step is done. Okay, we build it. These two removed. Next, go to server configuration. In server, freshly create this file and add some content to it. Git ignore file. So where is my server? The whole application is my server, right? So right click new file dot git ignore file. What is this git ignore file is, this will maintain while deploying to server, right? Okay, while deploying to Heroku, this will have a configuration like which folders can be deployed, which folders cannot be deployed. Ignore means what are the folders can be ignored. Generally node modules will be ignored because node modules itself is the huge content. So internally all these libraries can be installed automatically at a Heroku site, so we don't need to push the node modules folder to server side. Okay, so that configuration we write here. So slash node modules, it means the server side node modules path don't push to server. And also client also, in the client folder also Angular specific node modules is there, that is also don't push to server side. And in the client src folder, so client src folder actually for development purpose, for deployment the dist folder is enough. Okay, so src also I'm not pushing. Anyway, why source files required, only the bundled file I'll push to the server location. Okay, so this is the configuration you have to make. Then save it, control s, done. After that update the package.json with start script, start node space server.js. Yeah, I think we already done that. So if you go to the package.json of server side, start script node space server.js, which already there. Okay, so confirm it's already there, done. Next, update server.js file to look at angular index.html. Yeah, you know this process, right? It means once you build angular project, so in dist folder, client folder, uh, main file is index.html. This is what your the main entry point of your angular application. Okay, so this is you have to configure here. So how to do is go to the server.js. Yeah, here I'll import path module. I'll import the path module. Coding assistant for Node.js is disabled. Why? Let me enable. You know how to enable, right? Go to settings, mm, language and frameworks, Node and npm, assistant enable, apply. Come on, and just say okay. It will enable now. It's configuring. It doesn't matter because we are done with the development. Yep, I think it's been almost done. So this will come, no issue. Next, port number. Yeah, port number. I think we already made, right? Port number we already made. Yeah, it's enabled, no issue. So port number process.env.port number, otherwise 5000. 5000 was using in local. So process.env.port number, and also please double confirm there is no port declared in env file. See, if you go to env file of server, one second. You go to server side env file, there is nothing called port configured. But still, sir, what is this port belongs to is this will detect the dynamic port number as per the deployed environment. Okay, so we never hard code because we never know what could be the port number we'll assign from the Heroku. Okay, so we'll give some dynamic this thing. We'll take dynamic port number from there. If not, then this one. Okay, if you give like this, local also works, Heroku also works. But make sure this should be the first. Next, hardcode value. Okay, then what? Configure static files path. We know, right? In the client folder, dist folder, one more client folder is there. In the client dist, one more client in that index file is there. Na? So that I have to configure. So that's what I'm doing here. Configure static files path. So in the Node.js environment is production environment. So then see client folder, dist folder, client folder. In that index.html you have to look for. So copy the same setup. I'll just copy. So where you have to keep is we have an empty this one. This is actually not required. This is just for development purpose. I just comment that out and I'll just keep this one. Or you better you delete that. Not required now. Okay. So this is the one you have to configure because now my client HTML has become a static file setup. Okay, after you do with after you are done with build. Okay, so app.use express.static directory name It means my server side location. From there, my server.js. If you standard server.js, you can see client folder inside dist folder. In that again client folder. That path is configured. And for empty slash, it is looking for a index.html. So once application starts, it look for index.html, and from then Angular applications will be visible. Okay, this is major configuration. Okay, though that's fine, I guess. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now what this is not required. Okay, so payments and all we don't have anything. Just remove. Now let's make these commands to deploy to Heroku. So first of all, I just log into Heroku. Go to Heroku. Heroku. Yeah, we already have two application. This is our evening batch. Okay, so here, yeah, I have login, right? I can see the dashboard. That's fine. So now I can do the git init and all this and create an application and deploy. Directly you can do this. Okay. So first of all, once you are done with everything, go to the exact location of your application, React Angular Social. So here they say git init. So do a local commit. Git init has been initialized, and git space add space dot. This will add the required files to the uh, what to the local commit. You get some warning, just ignore them. Yeah, done. Next, just say git commit for production deployment. Yeah, these all the files has been committed. You can confirm. See client folder, dist folder, all the files, and also my server side files, env file, middleware, model, nodes. Nodes also pushed. Why to push nodes there? Okay, anyway, text file now. If you don't want to push nodes, you can configure nodes slash in the git ignore file, so then nodes will not be pushed. Okay, fine. Next, yeah, you have to log into Heroku and create an application. Just log into Heroku. You can log in from here, right? Yeah, just press enter. It will open a browser automatically. There you have to authenticate. Just click on login. So this will authorize. Yeah, it's been logged in. Go here. Yeah, it's been logged in with my email ID. Fine. Then next, yeah, Heroku space create to create an application. See here, we have only two applications. We can create a new application from command line itself. So let's paste it, enter. Yeah, it is. Oh, new update is there. That's fine. It's very minor version. Yeah, it's created and one project. Okay, it's create an application in the Heroku. You go and refresh. Yeah, new application has come here. That's what's done from my command line. Okay, I don't want to have this name. I have to change this name. So let me click on this. How to change the name? You go to the settings. You can change your own name. I'll just say Angular hyphen social. I think no one has given this name. Save. Could not be updated. Already taken. Oh, someone has taken this name. Okay. Angular social app. Save. Okay. Angular social app is not taken. Okay. So if I go to, yeah, this is the Heroku Git URL, right? Yeah. Next to what we do, Heroku Git remote. Yeah, take a remote to that application name. Application name is this one. Na? You can take this. This is my application name. Take a remote. This is the none. Okay. So Git remote to my Angular social app copy. So take a remote to that newly created and changed application. Yeah, it is taken the remote. It is set the remote. And once it is set to the remote, see app space git ये जो link है ना, that is the one, this one. It's been taken remote to this. Okay. Now, now lastly, what you have to do? You have to push the local files to this app. Simply copy this, go paste it, enter. Yeah. Now it's been deploying. So installing dependencies, installing node modules. Build success, compress. Total file size goes to be 30 MB. 30 MB. Okay, fine. It's been deployed successful, and you can just open that application using Heroku Open. It will open a browser automatically, and this is your deployed application URL. So let's see what was coming over here. So first time it will take some time, depend on your internet speed. Yes, I got the application. Right, it's been deployed successful. Now, uh, yeah, if you want, you can see the logs. You can keep an eye on logs. If something went wrong, you can quickly look at the resolution. Yeah, my logs was running from local. So now it's been deployed. So once it's been deployed, and you can also cross check your uh, cloud MongoDB. If you go to the collections, there is no collection data because it's a freshly configured one. So once you register, then makes creation. Okay, let me do a complete testing of the application. Now go to register. Okay, so let's say, yeah, validations are working. Naveen Sagam, enter proper name. Okay, just say Naveen, gmail.com. Just say register. Okay, uh, never. But you know the password, right? You may log in with my profile. I do one thing. Yeah, I have registered, right? So, okay. So once I refresh, I get the profile. Okay. But I entered the regular password only. Let me delete this document. Yeah, no documents. I just register one more time. Okay, with some different password. Okay, that you should not know. Okay, otherwise you will log in with my data and you will change my data. So I don't want to do that. So let's try something new. Register. Okay, registration successful. You can refresh. Yeah, I got the name and password was this one. Fine. Let me log in. Uh, password. Let's say login. So login successful. Login successful. And it says what? You haven't created your profile yet. Please create one because we don't have a profile. Like first time we log in. Okay. And if I go to developers, there is no developers information. Oh, we actually forgot. You have to make something like no developers found or something at least, right? Okay. So post, no post. Only thing is you have to say a post, your name. Okay. And dashboard, no dashboard because not no profile itself. You have to create a profile. Okay, let's click on create profile. Okay, how you create a profile? Yeah, let's say UI Brains Technologies website www.uibrains.com. location Hyderabad, but why it is empty? Yeah, some tech lead, skills HTML, comma spaced HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, Angular, what else? React. Okay, biography. I am what I said. I'm a tech lead, but where I'm working? Here. Oh, I have tried something else here, not UI-based technologies. I have to give HCL technology something, but not tech lead at UI Brands, right? Tech lead at HCL Technologies. Okay, so website of the HCL Technologies, I think hcltech.com. Okay, that's fine. Looks good. GitHub username the Naveen Sagam. Social links Facebook www.facebook.com/ I think the Naveen Sagam. Copy. So Twitter, YouTube. YouTube, can I give my YouTube channel link? 5.28. Come on. Yeah, this is my channel link. This is my channel link. LinkedIn. I don't know. Instagram. Okay, it's all done. Click on create. So profile created. So once you create a profile, if you go to developers, you can find one person. That's me. View profile. Yeah, my profile has come. Tech lead Hyderabad and biography. I'm a tech lead. The skill set Angular, React, Bootstrap, everything has come. But education experience was not come because if you go to dashboard, edit profile is there, but add experience. You can add experience. Just say title, something called junior developer company. It was I don't know, Infosys, location Bangalore, from date. Some date I'll select some random. Some 2014 June 11 to 2016 uh, July 20. Description: develop apps. Uh, okay, that's fine. Click on update. Experience added. Yeah, my one experience is added. So you can go to developer's profile and check one new experience has been added. Okay. So now one more education. Let's add some education. Just say IISc Bangalore degree. I don't know, Bachelor of Computer Science, B Tech, field of study, computers, data. Very old, maybe around 2010, uh, June 32, 2011, around 29. Okay. Yeah, description. Um, update. Education added. Yeah, I got two. Fine. Let me add some dummy to delete purpose. Add some dummy thing so that I can delete it because I have to check the delete functionality. So I just add some dummy, something update. So I got the dummy one. So I can delete also. Yeah, delete functionality is working. So education also I'll add dummy and let me check the delete functionality. This one. something, a page. Yeah, added. So I can delete also. Done. Okay. So these two added. So if this is these two added, you go to developers. Yeah, here view profile. You get the profile, and you can see the profile here. Experience and education. That's fine. Now that's all about developers. Post. I didn't made any posts. So let me make a post. Something like I just go to Google. Just say lorem ipsum, some lorem generator. You can get some lorem. Copy. Okay, or else you can write some nice content. Okay, copy this. I'll just paste it, post it. Yeah, I got a post. Okay, let me try another post. Uh, some other post. Copy the paragraph. I paste it, post it. You got another post. Okay, fine. So I can like my post. One like. I can dislike my post. Zero like, dislike. Right? Yeah, I like my post. That's fine. So that's fine. I can go to discussions. Yeah, I can write some comments on the this part. Comments will be something like some comment, copy, go here, pasted comment. You got a new comment. Why this is gone this side? Okay, one more comment. Something comment. Okay, you got two comments, and you can delete the comment also. If I click on this delete, it's been deleted. Okay, back button. So fine. So here one discussion, just click on that. One commenter, so that's why one discussion. Okay, and I like it. So fine. Log out. Let me register someone else. Let's say David. So David at gmail.com. Some password. Register. So David registration successful. Login. Some password. Okay, login successful. David also don't have profile. But let me check my content. Anyway, data is coming here means content will be there here. If you can refresh, you can see all tables because we test almost everything. Yeah, post profiles, everything is there. Okay, so two people. David also some password. Okay, so David's profile, just a create profile. It's a long story. You can make it yourself. Something. Okay, let's say Infosys Limited website www.infosys.com, location Bangalore. This guy is a senior developer. Skills HTML, Bootstrap, uh, Angular, biography. I am a full stack developer. GitHub user. They say US David something. Facebook link www.facebook. I want some realistic data, so that's why I'm trying all this. Yours, David. ABCD you can type, but does not looks good actually. Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram. Create profile created. So you can go to developers. Now two profiles will be there. Naveen and David. You can just click on David. Yeah, David, senior developer. His data. Correct. That's fine. Go dashboard. You can add experience and all. Yeah, you can add some experience for David and Oh, only I can do, right? David has to log in. Yeah, I can add it. That's fine. Go to posts. So already some posts are there. See one like. So David is click on dislike. Not possible. See, it's not reducing because David has not liked the post, so he's not responsible to delete dislike. And also see the cross symbol was not there for David because David cannot delete this post. Okay, and David can like it. Click on like. It's been two. Click on like. It's been one. So multiple likes not possible. Only one like. Dislike zero because David has liked it. Oh, dislike zero, right? Huh. So here also David dislike one. Like it two. Multiple likes not possible. Okay, so fine. And discussions. Yeah, one discussion, one comment. David also want to give some comment. Go to some lorem. I just grab some content. David also commented. Yeah, so David has got the cross symbol, but Navin's comment David cannot delete. David can delete his own comment. Okay, so now two comments are there for the post. So the now discussions will be two, right? That looks pretty well. That's it, man. That's all about our application. You can see the profile and everything. Okay, so application looks good, and if you want, you can test anything. For example, David has log out, and he's trying to access something else. So slash post slash list enter cannot get. How come? Oh, so you can't do anything. You can't try like that. You're supposed to go through the internal URLs. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so I'm done with testing. You can test it. Okay, you can also register. And this is our, let me give a chat. This is our deployed application URL. You can test it out. Okay, Angular Social App, Heroku app.com. Okay, that's it. Enough for today's class. And tomorrow we are starting with unit testing. Okay, so I hope that makes clear. And tomorrow we just directly start with Angular with unit testing, and then the two other modules. Okay, so that's it. Thank you so much for joining, and let's meet tomorrow. Thank you. 1 hour is there. That's okay, man. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you.